Hello and welcome back to another 2001 Rewind, where we look at films from 2001 that are turning 25 years old here in 2026. I started off with a couple of real interesting ones from that first year, that era. This is one that kind of resonates with me personally because of everything that happened. It's hard not to think of 2001, especially the fall of 2001, without thinking about the big terror attacks. I was a college student living in Los Angeles at the time, and that was kind of a weird, crazy, maddening time. And after everything that happened on 9/11, the world kind of shut down for a while. We didn't have shows, we didn't have sports, we didn't have movies. And as things started to come back, you started to remember kind of the first things back. I remember the first NFL game after those events, the World Series after those events. And I also remember the first movie I saw in theaters after those events, and that was today's Rewind film, Zoolander. Probably not the most serious movie when you're thinking about things as a wild comedy about kind of a clueless fashion model. It was directed by Ben Stiller. It starred Ben Stiller, who also co-wrote it. It's him and Christine Taylor, his wife, and Owen Wilson, and Will Ferrell as Mugatu, and his dad Jerry is in here. Just kind of a who's who in that area. A wild, funny escape. And that's what it was for me when I saw it in theaters. I vividly remember going, the crazy things from the gasoline fight with his friends, that's just absurd, to Blue Steel, to all of the real pieces of Zoolander. And it was a movie that made me laugh, that took me out of the somberness and the seriousness of what was going on. And in a lot of ways, I think it was probably almost the near perfect thing I could have seen as a first movie following that huge tragic event that shifted the direction of our country. So I will always remember it for that. It's hard to believe the movie's 25 years old. It's fun to see the Stiller still does the Blue Steel. He just did it at the Knicks playoff game of late. But this was a fun movie. If you haven't seen it, I think well worth checking out. Kind of an iconic comedy swing, but iconic for me for a number of reasons, including what I just mentioned. Well, that'll do it for the Rewind this week. Only a couple weeks of 2001 Rewind left. Next week, be looking at a different kind of indie film.